One of the biggest obstacles that we as knitters face is not something external, but ourselves. We are capable of amazing things. We're capable of learning new, challenging stitches. We're capable of finding the patience within to stick with a long-term project and see it through to the end. But so often we stand in our own way. We doubt ourselves. And once doubt sets in, discouragement follows. One of the ways that I find super helpful to combat that is to have small successes, little wins, things that we can feel proud of. So today I thought it would be super helpful to show you 7 different knitted shawl designs ranging from basic beginner to advanced, including a brand new design that we just released, so stick around for that one. So my hope is that you will find one of these patterns that's just a little beyond your skill set, just pushing your comfort zone a little bit, and through making that, you will find confidence and joy. And all of these patterns are available on our website, and we will also link to them in the description box. The first pattern I wanted to show you is our mother of pearl shawl. This is a very simple knit pattern that uses just knits and pearls, and it holds a special place in my heart because it's actually one of the very first designs that I created. And this pattern is so cool because you can make it whatever width you want. We actually give some different width options in the pattern for you, and you can just stop knitting whenever you love the length of it. So many options, there's no stress here. You just knit and end up with a beautiful piece. For this version and our pearlescent worsted yarn, we use just one colorway called Mother of Pearl, so no color changes needed, just very simple. Oh, and a quick note, this is a great pattern to use variegated yarn with because the yarn is going to do all the work for you. So for this version, we use several colors in our buttery worsted yarn just to give it a little bit more visual interest. So it's up to you if you want to choose multiple colors, just pick anything you love and have fun with it. So if you are brand new to knitting and you want something soothing and simple, give this one a try. This is Psyche, and it's a large triangular knit shawl, and it just puddles and drapes and it wraps around you so beautifully. This design has your basic knits and pearls. You'll also be working yarn overs, knit front and back, and knit 2 together, which are just increases and a decrease. So I would call this one beginner to adventurous beginner, so there's nothing too complex here. Once you learn the repeating rows, you just repeat those throughout the shawl, making it the size that you like, and you end up with this super striking, stunning pattern. Such a versatile design too. You can actually make it smaller if you want more of a small shawlette size, or you can make it large like this one and wrap it around to give you a little bit of warmth on those cooler days. We made this in our Japanese maple hues pearlescent fingering yarn, so it shines and it flows and it just feels like a dream when you're wearing it. So for this version, we did choose to change colors. You can do it in as many colors as you like. You can even make it in a single color. It's totally up to you. This beautiful melting transitions is so gorgeous, and it really is very special to me because it's one of the first patterns I designed way back when we were living in North Pole, Alaska, and it was inspired by that time of year when the snow starts to melt, the days are getting longer and brighter, and your heart starts to thaw after a long, dark, dim winter. It's such an exciting, hopeful time. This design features beautiful little wedges that resemble snowdrifts starting to melt. While knitting this shawl, along with your basic stitches, you're also going to be learning how to work seed stitch, as well as how to work short rows using wraps and turn. For this pattern, as well as some of the other ones that we're showing you today, we do actually have video tutorials, so if you would like to check those out, just check the links in the description. Oh, and if you're interested in the color and yarn base that we used for this one, we actually used our melting hues alpaca silk DK yarn. It's a beautiful, cooling gray-blue gradient. And this little beauty is next. It's called Mila, and it's a lovely feminine design that will make you feel like royalty. And while working this shawl, you're gonna learn how to work a garter tap cast on, how to change colors, how to slip stitches, as well as how to add this absolutely beautiful border. I really love the subtle texture that those slip stitches create. It feels so nice when you're wearing it, and it looks really beautiful and subtle. So I think you're gonna feel really proud when you make this one. For this version, we actually used 3 different colors. So the body reads as a gray, but it's actually a teal and a soft lavender color, and then the border is a gray. So you can definitely do more of a subtle version like this, or if you want to use higher contrasting shade, that's going to give a really different, unique look too. The yarn base that we used for this is our popular Luster Sport yarn. It's a blend of superwash, merino wool, and lyocell. So as you can see, it has beautiful structure, it's going to wear really well over time, and it has a nice soft sheen to it. This is Cameradonta, and it is a mesmerizing circular shawl that I love. I'm a little obsessed with this pattern. You start here in the center, And I love how it uses different colors and moves through different stitch patterns as you work your way out. And it just creates the most stunning, radiating, enveloping design. I think that circular lacy shawls are so elegant, they're so divine, they're just so exquisite. To make it extra sumptuous, drapey, and flowy, we opted for our alpaca silk lace, which is shimmering, it's flowing, and it just feels incredible when you're working with it and when you're wearing it. So while working this pattern, you're gonna need to know how to work the magic loop method. You're also gonna learn a simple way of increasing stitches throughout to create your circle. And also, this is an amazing pattern to practice using a lifeline. So while learning all of these beautiful lacy stitch patterns, since the pattern comes with both written instructions and a chart, you're gonna get very comfortable learning how to read lace chart. And as a reminder, remember to block all of your patterns, especially your beautiful lacy stitch pattern, to open them up and really show off all of your hard work to its best. And this is Crystal Rhodes. It's a little bit more of an advanced pattern, and it's a sumptuous triangle shawl that's gonna walk you through all different types of stitch techniques. And let me show you from top to bottom all the cool things that you're gonna learn when knitting this pattern. You're gonna start with this stunning lace design up at the top, which I think is so beautiful. It has kind of a geometric feel to it. And you're gonna move into this eyelet row, which you're gonna find those repeated throughout the shawl. And I really love this mosaic patterning. It's so striking and the high contrast colors. And if you haven't worked mosaic, you're in for a treat. It is easier than you think, I promise. And I love these beautiful little cable-y twisted stitches. This makes an undulating design. It looks like ripples on a pond. And we actually have a similar stitch pattern in our beloved Stars shawl and our Amato shawl, if you would love to check those out as well. We've got some more eyelet rows here, as well as more mosaic knitting. And it's a little bit different design than what we did up at the top. And then this beautiful lace for the border. So when knitting this shawl, you're gonna learn how to read a chart for a triangular shawl, which is not the same as a chart for a rectangular shawl. I remember way back in the day when I first started knitting, totally did not understand that concept and messed up an entire triangular shawl. So don't do what I did. I actually wanted to help you out, and we've created a tutorial for you on this pattern of how to read charts for triangular patterns. So we'll link below to that, and hopefully that will save you a ton of heartache. For a soft and smooth feel, we used our Sincere sock yarn, which has a lovely drape, a nice bounce, and elasticity to it. And it blocks really well, so the shawl is gonna hold its shape and show off all of those amazing stitches that you worked so hard on. And finally, our newest pattern, which we just released today, I wanted to save it to the end, even though it's not the most complicated, called Larghetto, and it has a sumptuous assortment of various lacy designs. In this design, you're gonna be learning an 8-stitch cable pattern in which you use 2 different cable needles at the same time. But truly, it's not that complex, and once you learn the rows, you're just gonna repeat them throughout the design. It begins with this cabled lace here on the end, which I think would be stunning worked throughout the entire shawl. And I think it's so beautiful and so unique because it looks like stained glass windows in an ancient cathedral. I feel like I could stare at it for hours. And then you have this really beautiful and soothing, simpler lace here in the center for a bit of a palette cleanser, and then boom, you jump right back into that gorgeous cabled lace on the other end. Emma Buttram's beautiful design is gonna absolutely take your breath away. And when you make this one, it's definitely something to feel proud of. It's a beautiful rectangular shape that you can wear as a shawl, of course, or since it's so drapey and puddly, you can wrap it around more like a scarf. I love the intricate stitches so much. I think it would be an amazing wedding shawl. It would also be a beautiful gift for a special person that you want to give something really meaningful to. And to make this truly epic and luxurious, we used our Oasis Camel Silk Fingering weight yarn. And as the name suggests, it's an ultra soft blend of camel fiber and glowing silk. This is the stuff that you treat yourself to when you're having a rough day. It is so soft, it is so drapey and puddly. It's such a luxurious treat to work with, and it feels amazing on your skin. So you can download all of these patterns. We have many more too. We actually have hundreds of patterns, both knit and crochet, ranging from beginner to intermediate to advanced at expressionfiberarts.com. Also, we release a new free pattern every Friday, but they're only free for a limited time, so you have to grab them while they're still free. So if you would like to be notified when the next ones go live, just sign up for email or text updates and we'll keep you in the loop. Let me know which of these designs you will be making next. Whichever one it is, I hope you have a wonderful time making it, because after all, that's what this is all about, this knitting journey. Just exploring and creating and expressing ourselves. Thanks for hanging out with me today, my beautiful friend, and I will see you next week with another new design. Bye-bye!